Judge, your next matter is Rohana Sanad. It's 22 TR 00758. She's before you for a basic speed 6 to 10 over. I am making a motion to amend this charge slightly to a basic speed 1 to 5 over. I understand she'll enter a plea of no contest to that amended charge. I will recommend a $195 fine, Judge.
All right, thank you very much. All right, Ms. Sanad, how are you this afternoon?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And Rohana, can you pronounce your middle name for me?
There's two. Malaysia Etois.
Malaysia Etois. Thank you for that. So it's two separate names, not one combined.
Not one combined, two separate.
Thank you very much. And
I think
Sanad
they
is your
put it
last
on
name?
my ID wrong like that as well.
Ah, that's what happened. I see it's all combined here. And
Yeah.
Sanad is your last name?
Yes.
Yeah. Were you present in the court when I announced everyone's constitutional rights to them?
Yes.
Did you understand those rights as well as the maximum possible penalties on misdemeanors?
Yes.
Ms. Sanad, let's take you through your case. 22 TR 00758. You were originally charged with basic speed 6 to 10 over the speed limit alleged to have occurred on January 15th of this year. This allegedly in the area of Robb Drive, north of Bankside Way. The city has agreed to amend that charge to a speed 1 to 5 over, a simple speed under NRS 44B 600. Do you understand that amended charge?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to the amended charge of basic speed 1 to 5 over?
No contest.
You understand you'll be waiving your constitutional rights by entering that plea?
I still get to say something about it, right?
Oh, absolutely. What I'm talking about is,
Yeah.
in other words, there will be no trial on this matter. We'll proceed
Yeah, that's
directly to
fine.
sentencing.
Yeah, that's fine.
I accept your no contest plea and I'll find you guilty of the amended charge of basic speed 1 to 5 over. The city prosecutor has recommended a $195 fine. I'm happy to hear from you if you have anything you'd like to tell me.
I just want to talk more so about the case. I could tell you about my financial situation, but that's not your problem. But in regards to when I actually got the ticket, I was currently unemployed. So I was doing delivery driving for Instacart at the time. And I had just came from that Rayleigh's and dropped off at a house somewhere back over there. And I needed to go pick up another order and they give you a time frame. And there was a truck in front of me, like a bigger delivery truck. I was just in my car, but it was like, I don't know, USPS or not USPS, like UPS or FedEx or like one of those bigger cars. And it just like was going extremely slow. So I had just passed him when the cop pulled out of that Rayleigh's parking lot. So I was like, I believe it was 6 or 7. I wasn't like just speeding through that whole way. I had just passed somebody and hadn't got back to my normal speed yet. So I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you. I do appreciate you laying a context like that. I think it's always helpful to have a context before I sentence people to see what it is, because I don't know what happens other than I can read what a police officer wrote, but it's also nice to have context laid by the person in terms of I wasn't just speeding, because some people just speed. They just speed.
Yeah.
50 miles an hour, 60 miles, they're just going and speeding. But it sounds like in your situation, you were speeding, but you were passing a truck so that you can get around that and then go back to your speed so that you can get going because that truck was moving slowly. And I understand the situation. So tell me about your financial situation, though. You say it's not my concern, but it is my concern. You've seen today that I took that into account.
Yeah, it's just, everybody has their own struggles. At the end of the day, whatever you give me, I will deal with accordingly. That's all I was saying. I'm going to figure it out. It's not your job to figure it out for me. It's basically what I was saying. But I was unemployed the whole month of January. Okay. I don't know if you had to read into that, but I actually had a warrant being issued because I didn't make it to my first court date. It was actually a week after I had just started this job. And I called and tried to put it off, but I don't know, it fell through the cracks with me, getting accustomed to this new position that I'm in. And I knew that was going to be some time I needed to take away. And I didn't want to do that, first month on the job, at least try to get my foot in the door and get a little bit, accustomed with my position before I ask for time off. So that's it, basically.
Right. Yeah, no, I get it. And were you arrested on the warrant that was issued?
No, I wasn't. I was able to file a motion before they sent it out. Good. And then I spoke to them yesterday and then they offered me this today. And I said, yes, I'd love to get it taken care of. I don't want to get arrested for speeding.
No, I think that's the worst thing is when I do video arraignments and I'm talking to people in custody, I think it's the worst thing when they have like a driver's license charge or a registration violation or a speeding charge. And here they are in jail of all things. And
Right.
it just could have been handled so much differently. And that's just not the way. So I'm glad you took care of it this way. I see, by the way, the exact same thing you noted already in your the discussion with me. You were behind a semi and
Yeah.
you were passing the semi. So I'm going to reduce your fine in this particular case, notwithstanding the prosecutor reduced your speeding violation to a simple speed, but I'm going to reduce your fine in this case based on the situation. It's going to be a $153 fine. Can you pay that fine today, or would you like me to give you time to pay that fine? I'm happy to give you time if you
If
need.
you don't mind. Yeah, if you don't mind, if I
How
can
much
have
time do
time,
you need?
please.
30 days, 45, 60 days? What do you need?
Can I get 60?
Yep.
And I can start a payment plan today.
We could do that
okay.
if you'd like instead. I'm happy to do a payment plan, or I'm happy to give you 60 days to pay it in full. Your choice.
Does the payment plan incur another fee?
I could waive it given your financial situation. I'll waive it.
Yeah, if I can start a payment plan today just to get something so that way it's already moving and I'm aware of it.
$50 a month. Is that reasonable?
Yes, that's reasonable.
That's about as low as we can go. So that's 50.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Payment
that's
plan,
3 months. I'll pay it off.
Perfect. Payment plan is approved. $50 a month. You can pay your first 50 today, or would you like me to give you 30 days to pay that first 50?
I can pay it today if I could pay it with credit card.
Yep. $50 will be due today and $50 thereafter every month. If you get into a bind and you can't make the next $50 payment, make sure you ask the court for an extension before that payment is due. Otherwise, it goes to collections, then a warrant, and we don't want you to wind up in jail like we've already discussed on a speeding violation. Okay.
Right.
So we're going to do you have any questions before you go out into that breakout room?
No, thank you so much. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Have a great day too. Thank you.
Judge, your next matter, and I apologize, Kaylee, is Kaylee Bracha. This is 22 TR 05266. She's before you for a basic speed 1 to 5 over. At this time, I'm moving to amend to a seatbelt violation pursuant to NRS 484D.495. I understand Kaylee will be entering a plea of no contest to that amended charge, Judge. I will recommend a $153 fine.
Okay, thank you very much. And let's take you through your case. Let me pull up where you are. And how do I pronounce your last name, Kaylee?
It's Sabracha.
Sabracha, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Oh.
Ms. Sabracha, were you in the courtroom when I announced everyone's constitutional rights?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand those rights as well as a maximum possible penalty on misdemeanors?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Sabracha, in your case, 22 TR 05266, you were originally charged with speeding 1 to 5 over, alleged to have occurred on April 8th of this year, and it looks like that was in the area of Arlington at Court Street. That's that 15-mile-an-hour zone that we all love.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the original charge?
Yes.
The city has agreed to amend that charge to a seatbelt violation under NRS 484D.495. Do you have any objection to the city amending your charge to a seatbelt violation?
No.
How do you wish to plead to the amended charge of failing to wear a seatbelt?
No contest.
I'll accept your no contest plea and find you guilty of the amended charge. City's recommending a $153 fine. Anything you'd like to say before I sentence you? You're not required to, but you're welcome to.
Am I able to do community service or a reduced fine? I'm kind of in a hardship right now. I'm a full-time nursing student, and I just found out a couple months ago that I'm expecting a baby this summer.
Yikes.
So I don't know how much a baby is or anything, but I know that I will be financially struggling. I don't have a job right now, but I'm moving home to Las Vegas to have my parents help a little more than being a college student here right now. So anything helps, but if not, I'll figure it out.
I will reduce your fine or give you community service. I'm happy to do whatever you want. What I do on these is it'll be either 8 hours of community service, or for you, it'll be a given your financial situation. Are you working in addition to going to school?
I babysit once a week, but
given
nothing really.
Given your financial situation, it's either 8 hours of community service or it'll be a $98 fine, your choice.
Okay, for the community service, it obviously has to be in Reno, right?
No, it could be in Las Vegas if you choose.
Oh, really?
I don't care where you do it.
Okay, because I'm moving next weekend, so I'll do the community service.
8 hours of community service. You can do that in Las Vegas. And what you do is you find a nonprofit in Vegas that floats your boat, whatever you like, nonprofits. It could be, if you like working with kids, go to the Boys and Girls Club. If you like working with animals, go to the Humane Society or SPCA for these things. find a nonprofit that you want to work with and contribute your time. Could be a food bank, for example. If you don't have a list, you can go to the courthouse. They'll give you a list of nonprofits probably, so you can find somewhere. I'm certain you'll find a nonprofit. The burden that falls on you is once you complete that community service, you have to make sure you provide proof of completion of that community service to the court. They're going to tell you exactly how to do that because you're going to go out to the breakout room. Congratulations on your pregnancy, on your baby.
Thank you.
That's exciting. I know it's both exciting and scary at the same time. We all get it. We've all done it. We're all parents that are here, but good for you. And I'm sure you're going to do fantastic and be a fantastic mom. You were going to Orvis nursing?
I was planning on it. My plans have changed. I just finished my semester of all the prereqs. So, but now I'm going to go somewhere in Las Vegas. Probably UNLV, but I wanted to go to Orvis.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's great. It's a great program for sure, but I'm sure there are great programs down in Vegas too. And I'm confident you'll find your way into a nursing program when you're ready to do it. I think it's a smart move to move back with your parents for their support, both financial and emotional, because it's a fun time, but it's also a difficult time having a new baby in the home, and it'll be nice to have their support.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to place you into a breakout room, and then you're going to sign up for the community service. They're not really going to give you a list of agencies. I don't think. They might, but it's not going to be up here. You're entitled to do it down in Vegas. Just find an agency. Just make sure you report back. Do you have any questions before I let you go this afternoon?
To report back, do I send like an email or do I have to come in person?
You do not have to come in person. You can send your proof via email. And what people usually do is they'll get a document on the letterhead of the agency, and that document, that it'll be a letter from that agency on their letterhead saying you completed 8 hours of community service on this day. That's usually what it is. They know how to do that. And then you take that document, you scan it in, you email it to the court. They'll tell you exactly how to do it. The court compliance officer right now will tell you exactly how to do it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks.